once in a while, TikTok seems to go through this phase where they think school shooting jokes are funny again, and every time that happens, I like to tell this story. It was my sophomore year PE class, and I had sprained my ankle, so I was wearing a boot, and I was able to have my phone when no one else in the class did. I noticed that we were behind schedule and that the class was running long, and then I noticed my PE teacher going to all 4 doors in the gym and locking them. She announced to the class that we were in a shelter-in-place, that we need to line against the wall and sit down and be quiet, and that she couldn't tell us what was going on. But every single student in that room knew exactly what was going on. And I'm a paranoid person. I'm scared of a lot of things, but I wasn't really scared in that moment because I had to sit there and think about the last words that I wanted to tell my mother. I texted her I love you because I didn't want her to be worried. The kid next to me sees that I've done this and asked to borrow my phone, and my phone goes down the line of children texting their parents their last words. There's a fine line between joking about your trauma and indulging in a harmful stereotype. So no, I don't find your school shooting jokes funny.
Take that rubber off, fuck that hoe.
There's one thing you can expect from me, and that's the unexpected. 'Cause I'm an international super spy.
I can't deny me, no, I can't move at all. I curse the name, the one behind it all.
I don't know which high schooler who reads too much fanfiction needs to hear this, but maybe you aren't a hardcore BDSM submissive. Maybe you just want a partner who will actively participate in sex. Consider it, darling. A weirdly eventful day at the gym today. I was minding my own business. I'm very aware that my butt sticks out sometimes when I am doing this maneuver. There's a bench. I'm leaned over the bench. I am pulling a weight up to me, and there is a middle-aged man who has decided that it is a wonderful idea to stop and check his phone while standing directly behind me, while obviously not checking his phone and staring at my butt. But I'm like, whatever, I deal with this a lot. I'm just gonna finish my set and like move my bench or something. But like in the middle of my set, someone else decides, I didn't talk to him. Like, he walks between me and the guy. His back is facing me, and he's just facing the guy that's checking his phone until I'm done. And then he like turns, nods, and walks away. Shout out to him.
Just him and another one, baby. I wanna see some ass. I wanna see some ass.
It's an all-girl party, clothing optional.
Me and your girlfriend playing dress up in my house. I gave your girlfriend connect.
Howdy, I know way too much about the female reproductive system because I have one and I'm a paranoid bastard, and it scared me, so I thought I'll learn as much about it as I can. So yes, on average, the vagina is 3 to 4 inches deep. Unaroused. The vagina is fundamentally a muscle, and when it becomes aroused, it relaxes, which gives it more room to expand and adapt to the partner. I feel like this plays a lot more of an important role in our society than we realize. There's this kind of stereotype in our society that vagina owners losing their virginity, it's supposed to hurt, but 95% of the time, it's just because they're unaroused. It probably won't be a pleasant feeling, it'll probably be sore, because it's a muscle that you've never really used before. But it shouldn't be a sharp pain. It should feel more like a dull pain. And it should go away within a minute or two. And if it doesn't, you probably weren't properly aroused. Also, I'm just gonna put out there that vaginas don't typically loosen with age. They don't loosen after pregnancy, and they don't loosen after having many sexual partners. Muscles grow and change, but the vagina is elastic and will return to its original position. Very fun game to play with your friends. On any streaming service, pick a TV show that has like more than 3 seasons and watch the very first episode and the very last episode and try to figure out how the fuck they got from point A to point B.
My baby, you're my baby, say it to me.
You like.
I apologize in advance, but howdy, I'm Howdy, and I know way too much about the female reproductive system because I have one and it scares me. Honestly, I'm not just doing this for sex purposes, but also because the education system does not teach women about their bodies. It took me so long to figure out that certain parts of the female anatomy existed. Literally took me researching on my own to figure out that the G-spot is not just a weird cultural reference, but is an actual part of the body. It's a body part. Anyways, after uncomfortable conversations with my male friends, for them, not me, I asked them how big they thought the average clitoris was. So just the area of like where the nerves were. How big did they think it was? And most of them put about here. And I love them, but no! Being generous, because, you know, every body is going to be different. It's about end of a pen. if you're lucky. I think a lot of the cultural phenomenon of like men don't know where it is isn't necessarily true. I think they just don't know how big it is. It can be very small. I've been asking men on dating apps if they are a boobs or an ass person, and they get very excited and they tell me right away because they think it means that I'm going to show it to them. But really I'm using it as an indicator if they are a Republican or a Democrat. And because, you know, the meme where it's like all boobs men are Republicans and all ass men are Democrats. And I'm just letting you know, it's 100% accurate. It has never failed me, and it's a little scary.
I cry, I pray, mon Dieu. I cry, I pray, mon Dieu. I cry, I pray, mon Dieu.
You know, it's so weird how they made headphones like this, and like you can get sound from the same place that you charge it. No. Yes.
So how is it that these TikTokers are developing magical singing abilities the second they get famous?
I've been meaning to talk about this for a minute. I think I've posted videos about it before. I posted one TikTok video singing less than an entire line from You're So Gay by Katy Perry, and 95% of the comments were, oh my god, you're such a good singer. Why don't you sing more? Why haven't you sung more? I don't know if you can tell from the state of my resting voice right now, I am not a good singer. And I worked as a sound tech at my school, and I did mic checks, and I emceed for things. I know what a good singer should sound like. And it's not me. I'm self-aware. When I read those comments of, like, dozens of people cheering me the fuck on and saying I should do it, part of me was like, what if I am a good singer? No, I'm not. Don't lie to people. It's not a compliment. Stop gaslighting young pseudo-celebrities into thinking that they can sing because they can't. I know that's not actually gaslighting, it's a joke. Okay, I do it too, but the LGBTQ plus community needs to come together and agree to stop flirting with our best friends in public, because I can't tell if that's your emotional support bisexual or if you're dating them. I do it too, but I can't tell when you're doing it.
Dolce, why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Okay? Hi, my name's Dolce with two
I get overwhelmed so easily. My anxiety creeps inside of me, makes it hard to breathe. Words come over me, feels like I'm somebody else.
To the woman who yelled at me for being half naked as I was running through my suburban neighborhood, first of all, you're not special for making me cry. I was gonna cry about my body when I got home anyway. And yes, you're right, but you didn't have to say it.